So I can't prove anything of what I'm about to say beyond a shadow of a doubt. I can't prove 100% that these people are hurting these animals so that they can come in and rescue them and make videos and make money off of it on YouTube. But if you look closely at the videos, a lot of these injuries that these animals are sustaining don't seem likely. Like, for instance, what I have on the screen is a cat that has impaled itself on a dull iron rod. The cat had fallen on the iron rod and it went through its body and stuck the cat to the iron rod, basically. So somehow the cat fell high enough that its 15-20 pound body was falling fast enough that it impaled onto this dull iron rod, which I don't believe could happen. It would have to fall from a very, very high distance, I think. Of course, I'm not an expert on this, and if you look in the video, whenever they walk up to the cat, there's nowhere really for it to fall from a very high height, but you can't see everything around, of course. There's other injuries I've seen where dogs are missing the bottom of their jaw, or cats are missing the bottom of their jaw, and it's like an adult dog, or it's a dog that's been living long enough that it's not a puppy anymore. And it's like, how did it survive up until this point? It can't eat. Without a bottom jaw, the dog is not able to eat food. So how is it surviving as a stray dog or a stray cat missing its bottom jaw? And there's other injuries I've seen where this one cat had both of its arms ripped backwards out of its shoulder sockets, to where it was walking on its hind legs, but it like had its arms were sticking straight back out, like kind of like wings, I guess, is the best way I can describe it. And I don't understand how that could even possibly be done to a cat without without anesthesia, because to do that to a cat, I mean, you'd have to tie it down, or you'd have to go through a lot just to do that to a cat, unless you did it to it when it was a kitten. And when it's a kitten, I mean, if it was a kitten and it had that happen to it, how did it survive long enough that now it's an adult cat running around, an adult stray cat that it can only use its hind legs to walk? And how is it catching food? Where is it getting food from? And I'm not saying all videos like this where, the animals are being saved are fake. Like, somebody's hurt the animal so they can fake saving it. I've seen dogs with tumors, or cats with tumors, or things that don't look like somebody did this to this dog just so they could get views and get money. And a lot of these videos where the animal is injured severely and people come and rescue it, they're not in very developed parts of the country that they're in. A lot of it seems to be kind of rural areas or run down, towns. And I wouldn't put it past, somebody trying to make money and going to a vet and be like, hey, we'll hurt these animals and you got to save them. I mean, I wouldn't even put that past people in America around where I live. I just don't think that it's caught on in America yet. And if it does, like, people can't find vets willing to do this, willing to, save the animals after they've been hurt. I really hope that this isn't happening. I really hope that these cats and dogs and, animals are actually hurt, and people are actually saving them, but it doesn't seem that way to me.